In this video, I'm going to explain why no self is good news. And if you're just getting on this path, you may have stumbled across some versions of this that can sound somewhat negative. So Daniel Dennett is one of the greatest living philosophers, and he has a quote. He says, "There's simply no polite way to tell someone that they don't exist." And so that's the negative side of this. And the reason it sounds negative is for Dennett and some other philosophers out there, it's all a grand illusion. There's nothing else except the illusion. And that's not the message that you get from the East, from Eastern philosophies. And the idea of no self is that the self is created by thought. And so who we think we are is just another thought. And right now, I want you to consider that you can only think one thought at a time. If that's true, then who you think you are is very limited. It's limited to one thought at a time. But the good news is that you are not your thoughts. You're the one who's experiencing the thoughts. The real you is a mystery that can't actually be put into words. And because it's not limited, it's vast and unlimited, beyond anything that we can consider in terms of what we can think about. But there's a little more to it than that. So the system that creates our thoughts also creates this identity, this thought of who we think we are. And around all of this, it creates all the problems that we think we have. And to show this, I want you to consider 3 of the top problems in your life right now. And that's kind of a clue right there. All of our problems are our problems. See how the thoughts have the hub as the self, but all the problems we think we have necessarily depend on that. So take those problems that you have, and I want you to delete the concept of who you think you are. Delete the idea of a self or an ego, and then go back to those problems and see how they exist, see if they exist at all. Because what you'll find is, again, no self, no problems.